Well, it's finally happened. Disney has completed its purchase of 21st Century Fox's film and TV assets at the insane price of $71.3 billion. Disney's gonna need to fill that void rather quickly. But hey, this is Disney we're talking about. And you know they usually make lots of money. There was that fierce bidding war between Disney and Comcast on getting Fox. That got really out of hand. Both companies were acting like a couple of little kids fighting over something. As I will say, I'm not too big on these kind of mergers Disney is pulling off lately. Well, at least when Time Warner was up for grabs, AT&T got it and it became Warner Media. Well, let's see. With the big media buyouts Disney has pulled off this century, they've gotten the Muppet Show Muppets, Pixar, Marvel Comics, Lucasfilm, and now this. Numerous comic fans are celebrating this merger because it means some Marvel properties like the Fantastic Four and the X-Men, they will get better treatment when being adapted into motion pictures. And I can understand that. And personally, I am glad Disney now has the full rights to the original Star Wars trilogy and its prequels. So that solves any legal complications there. But as I said, I wonder how this is going to affect Blue Sky Studios. I mean, sure, they have to hit Ice Age franchise along with Rio, though many of their other movies generally don't seem as big. Though I did enjoy the Peanuts movie, as it was quite different from their usual output. But that could have been because Charles Schultz's creative associates co-produced it. But then again, so far they've only released 12 feature films. It's their first Ice Age, and they aren't even releasing a new one this year. And since Disney has their own animation studio, along with Pixar, I can't see them keeping Blue Sky for long. Perhaps they could sell off the studio or something. I know Disney recently closed the Disney Toon studio, which produced direct-to-video productions for many years. But in recent years, they've only really been doing stuff with Tinkerbell and the Planes franchise. Plus, Disney will now legally own the rights to Don Bluth's Anastasia, a film that has suffered being mistaken for a Disney production for many years. In fact, I believe Fox wanted the film to be Disney-esque, since this was when the Disney Renaissance was going on, and Fox wanted a partner to cash into it, so they hired Don Bluth and Gary Goldman to make it. And then there was its direct-to-video sequel, Bartok the Magnificent, which is the only sequel Don Bluth actually worked on. It actually feels a little more like a conventional Don Bluth film, with all its character types and surreal moments. But maybe Anastasia can now become a Disney princess. But aside from that, it'll take probably a year to finalize everything, so we'll see how things turn out. Though this could also mean The Simpsons would finally wrap up production after the 30th season. The production crew dropped a few hints, and the panel at San Diego Comic-Con was pretty sleepy. Also, Bongo Comics is shutting down, Mac Groening's comic publishing company, home of The Simpsons and Futurama comics. But during this decade, he began publishing the SpongeBob SquarePants comics, and he pretty much became Bongo's hot property while The Simpsons were demoted to playing second fiddle and started to languish. Again, it's because SpongeBob has stolen much of The Simpsons' thunder since early last decade, as that 3D Movie Maker short in his channel demonstrated. But so have South Park and Family Guy during the last decade. More on that later. Now, of course, this means The Simpsons and Futurama comics will be ending, but the SpongeBob comic series will continue, of course, after a short hiatus while they find a new publisher. Also, I think ending at season 30 would be good for The Simpsons, as the show is no longer fresh and it's often quite forgettable, except for the occasional gem episode, and The Simpsons are practically washed-up has-beens now, despite still being on the air. And Family Guy has been dropping in popularity and ratings for some time now, which is also no surprise. I could see that show going on until season 20 before they pull the plug. But corporate buyouts and mergers aside, I thought I'd also show off a nifty update to my fursuit. Look at my feet! Yep. I now have actual footpaws. Instead of the old attached shoe covers. They're comfortable to wear, and they look better too. I especially can't wait for later next weekend when the Fan Expo Boston will be occurring, formerly named Boston Comic Con. I'll be going Saturday, August 11th and Sunday, August 12th. On the Saturday visit, I'll be wearing my Big Bad Wolf Daddy outfit. Yeah, I thought I'd add a little variation. Anyway, stay tuned to this YouTube channel as always.